right? So let's talk about some basic positioning, sort of where everybody should go for this. We'll keep this over here. Um, so I'm going to leave their goaltender up, and let's go ahead and put some of our guys on the ice. And we'll talk about basic positioning, and we'll talk about responsibilities. I'm going to start off with the center. So we're going to put the center here right in the middle of the slot. So the center has a couple of different responsibilities in the offensive side of hockey. And much kind of like when we talk about the center's role on the defensive side, it's very similar on the offensive side in that you are trying to get yourself in a good prime open position in this slot. But if there are pucks going to the corner or any puck battles down kind of lower than the dots here, you're kind of a rover. You're going anywhere sort of in this blue, red, and green area to help out with any puck battles, try and dig those out, and either skate or make a good pass or take a shot once you've won those particular puck battles. As a right wing or a left wing, um, you have a few different responsibilities. Of course, you want to try and get into this slot area, get as close to it as you can, make yourself a good target for a pass so that you can either pass or shoot from there. But primarily as well, your goal is once again to help out down in these corners. So your responsibility is maybe a little bit in this green area, a little bit in this red area, a little bit in this blue area, and then to try and get, as you can, sort of in this spot or get pucks to this spot. And then we're also going to have our right defense and our left defense. So left defense, right defense. Look, you have two responsibilities. Responsibility number one, make sure that we're not giving up any big breakaway chances. But not responsibility number two, keep the puck in the zone and act as a good distributor of the puck. Sometimes being a good distributor of the puck can mean making a pass. Sometimes it can mean taking a shot. But you have a lot of different possibilities and options here. And a lot of this is going to depend upon where the puck goes as part of our play and how we position ourselves over. So, how the defense is going to line up on us here. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. Pretty much the same piece there. No goalie on this one. Let's pop in a goalie in here too. So we can pop in our goalie. Let's get that goalie red. So there, and actually I have this backwards. This should be their right wing on our left defense and their left wing on our right defense. Center and center in the center of the ice. Their right defense on our left wing, their left defense on our right wing. You can see that they have, this kind of makes that defensive triangle Dana was talking about at our last practice, right? That area in front of the net that they want to keep clear, that we want to get pucks and guys into on offense. It's all about that area between the right defense, left defense, and center. All right. And then the goalie is, of course, changing the goal's positioning depending upon where the puck is, and that responsibility in terms of where they move and where the puck is tremendously variable. So let's take a look at a couple of different scenarios here, and just sort of basic what responsibilities are, what options we have, and how we can play these pucks. So I'm going to use this little puck dot here, and let's say we have a puck down in the corner. It's a loose puck, not clear possession for anyone. So how do we handle this, right? Rather than sending three guys at the puck and hoping for the best, and leaving some areas of the ice open, we can send a couple of guys there to work together, try and get that puck out, and make some intelligent plays once we have possession of the puck. So again, we're in this far corner, so who's responsible for this? Our left winger is responsible for this. Our center is responsible for this. That's going to draw their right defense and their center down there to play that puck. And what should happen here from an offensive perspective is the right winger then is coming into the slot area here in front of the net, and their left defenseman will follow, right? So you have this net front battle between right wing and left defense, and you have sort of this corner battle going on here. Now, the other thing that needs to happen is that your right defense needs to maybe come down just a couple of steps in here, kind of be at the high slot area, and that should bring their left winger back down with him. And then your left defense and their right winger are going to be locked up here on the point. So there are a couple of different things that can happen, right? When we get possession of this puck, and we have a few different options. If we're looking to pass, there are a few choices here depending upon who's open. And this relies on us communicating with each other, having a good read on what's going on, talking with each other, making each other known where we are and where we're open to. But you have essentially a few options to pass, right? If this right winger is a left-handed shot, that's a very good option for a pass into the slot for a one-time shot on the net. It's a little bit harder if we are making that pass to a right-handed right winger. That pass has to come a little bit more in front, and it really is a battle between that right wing and left defenseman there to get a good shot on net. We have the option to pass it up the boards, right, for our left defenseman to then be a good distributor of the puck, especially if this right winger is cheating down or cheating in. Passing that back up the board gives the opportunity now for the left defenseman to either make a pass of his own down into the slot or maybe run a give and go game, take a shot if there's a shot through traffic there, or hold on to the puck and let the play develop a little bit before making another shot or pass, especially if this right winger has kind of cheated down a bit. Another option, this is maybe the riskiest option, is a pass to this right defenseman. The reason why that's so risky is because this left defenseman can come in here, steal that puck if they're reading that play. Same thing with that left winger if they're on close. You have to be careful. Even that right winger can come down and kind of steal that pass. You have to be very careful about those cross-ice passes. Just the same that you have to be careful about cross-ice passes in your own zone, you have to be careful about those cross-ice passes in the opponent's zone. Rather than giving up a scoring chance, you're possibly giving up an odd man rush or a breakaway if one of those passes gets picked off. Let's go ahead and get that down off of here. And then the last option is to change the point of attack through a pass going back this way, taking the puck to the other corner, or even, if that pass continues around, going up into the other point. So a lot of different options there, and we'll kind of look at what each one of those might mean here. So if we do have an opportunity to pass to this right winger down low, there are a few different things that we can do, right? That right winger is a left-handed shot, like I said. Let's get the pass out here. Pass down to that right winger. If that passes right winger is a left-handed shot, and just slapping that one on net is a great choice. Otherwise, that pass has to be a little more inside, and trying to tip that one, get it on net, is not necessarily as easy. What we can also do with that is use our center to try and get a goal here while the goalie is moving, particularly if the other team center makes the mistake of going straight back towards the puck, which kind of leaves this area open here, allowing our center to skate down just right behind the goalie, who has moved from, when the puck's in the corner, the goalie should be down here on the post. If the puck comes back up top, the goalie should move up top. If we have a good, quick couple of passes, you can hit pass, pass here. Now you're getting the goalie moving backwards and forwards, left and right, and really working on their mobility, which a lot of goalies at our level aren't great. At that point in time, it just becomes a little tip in, right? Just get that right to our center, tip that into the net. Definitely an option. The other thing that we can do, again, it kind of depends on what the other team is doing here, but assuming we've got that option, if that right defenseman starts to go back, we can put our left wing kind of skate into this area where there is nobody, right? It's about finding those soft spots. You can either skate around through there, or you can even make it even a more sort of dynamic skate around to the slot, where immediately you're coming out to be available for that pass from the right wing, who's going to pass it back to you. This works well in a situation where you have a right-handed right winger that maybe gets the pass without facing the net, maybe gets the pass with the back to the net, and they have kind of this vision cone here of, where do we go? Somewhere. Where are my lines? Come on, lines. There we go. They've got kind of this vision cone of what they can see is from more or less there to there, right? They can see that left winger coming around. then that left winger has an option to pound a shot directly in on goal. And once again, you're making that goalie move, right? You're making him go side to side, having him come over, play up top, have to move a little bit to the right to get back. Really should come out a little bit for that shot. So, certainly some options there on that pass to the right winger. On a pass to the defenseman up top, right? You know, the best time for that pass is when that defenseman is open. Either this right winger has started to come down, is trying to join in this puck battle, or maybe has seen our right defenseman sneaking down, is cheating over a little bit this way. If you can get that puck to the left defenseman, who again, ideally left-handed shot on this one on a left defenseman, but not always the case, that gives an opportunity again for another one-time shot. It gives you an opportunity to catch the puck and start to drive in a little bit, right? Drive in towards the net, and then choose a pass, right? Either to right wing, right defense, left wing, center. Anybody who's in a good, solid spot. It even gives you a little bit of another ability to play with that same sort of give and go mentality, where as a center or a left winger, you're reading how their opposing centers and defense are playing these. The center should be coming back up over here, but if they're chasing the puck, right, and your defense starts to go back, well, then as a center or left winger, you can skate right into this area of the slot, right, and be looking for a pass to come back here from your left defenseman. So it's all about reading the ice, getting into those empty spots, and the closer you can get to the middle, the better off you're going to be, right? You always want to be trying to take that puck towards the slot, towards that green area of the ice. Now let's say we are going to change the plan of attack and send our puck back around this way. Well, what's going to happen? How does that line up when our puck goes to the opposite corner? And now we're right here. So what happens is our center continues to attack the puck. If it makes sense to go straight across back behind the ice or around the goalie, however it makes best sense to try and get to that puck as quickly as you can. Our right wing's going to come down to assist in that puck battle or pick it up. Our left wing then comes back and occupies that slot area. That left defenseman is going to come down over there. Their center is going to come down over there. Right defense should come up with their left defense. Goalie goes right to left. And now we've got a situation where our right defense should be coming over top, hang out at the point. And then our left defense has some options, but they should be coming down in, and their right winger should be measuring at that, right? And so then it's the same plan of attack, but mirrored, right? You once again have options with this to be able to pass up to the point, to pass over into that left wing slot, to walk out with it, into this area if you can, right? And you even have some options when you have a change of attack there, that change of point of attack that maybe you don't, right? As a left defenseman, you kind of want to be watching, hey, what's this right winger doing? Is he kind of floating out up here in preparation for a breakaway? Well, you maybe want to take away that passing option, right? Get in front of them so that they can't make that pass. But you can move down even to the top of that slot area, and now they've got a problem, right? This right winger is out of the play. There's not really a whole lot in terms of options that they have that they're going to be able to get to there right away without you being able to get back quickly. You do have your right defenseman, who is should be watching for this as well. But it does open up the option of sneaking in and getting a pass to our left defenseman at the point, or sorry, not the point, at the top of the slot. You can then go take a slap shot on net, maybe through traffic. We can always, as a left winger, you can even come down over here on this far side, especially if your left defenseman has even had the ability to get even closer to this right side. Now you're making that right defenseman make a choice, right? Are they going to step up and try and challenge the left defenseman? Or are they going to try and stay with the left winger? If they step up and challenge that defenseman that now has the puck at the top of the slot, while your left winger is down back behind the goalie, wide open, so we can do a little touch pass there and get a shot directly on. If the right defenseman says, I'm going to stay with the left winger who's moved down over here. Well, now as a left defenseman, you've been left all alone in the slot with the puck. Man, it's your money shot. Get in there, take a couple of steps in, all right, get some good power on it, and get that shot on net. So, different options, but it's about, once again, finding those areas and what that puck movement opens up for us in terms of what's available to us on the ice. It all starts with being positioned properly, being in the right spot, and knowing what your responsibilities are. And once again, trying to get as much people and traffic in that prime real estate area in front of the net as you possibly